Hey guys, it's Tess. Welcome back. Today I'm starting a new series, Doki Doki Literature Club. I do want to warn you that it does contain disturbing content, so I want you to keep your well-being in mind when watching the video. The girls are so cute. I want to be that cute. I don't know what sound she's making, so use your imagination. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tess. By the way, Tess, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET? Editor, define NEET. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. What a mood. Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Saori is vice president of the literature club. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Saori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh. I didn't know I was a boy. Well, glad this information has been brought to my attention. Ah, Tess! What a surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. This is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tess. Monica smiles sweetly. She is so cute. Look at her. Come sit down, Tess. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. So what made you consider the literature club? Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. How come you decided to start your own club? To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Tess, what kinds of things do you like to read? Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you are working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Yes. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori ups her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tess, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Sayori would like the words giggle. Is it gonna change every time I pick a word? Okay, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna pick what I would like, especially since he doesn't really know any of them. I would want to see who I was most compatible with, so I would just be myself at first. So I like the word aura. I think it's pretty. Okay, it gives you new words every time. Okay, so aura, and then we'll go with love. So I'm thinking waterfall. I like that word. Sparkle. And then tenacious, friends, sunset, extraordinary, headphones, electricity, insight, destiny, hopeless, fireflies, you would not believe your eyes, question, bliss, vivacious, forgive, precious, and then the last one, ooh, starscape is pretty. I like that word. Yeah, we'll go with starscape. That should be an interesting poem.